Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of our baking series, Baking Until We Make It. Today I'm going to be making bread for the very first time. The first thing I did, I added some milk into my egg, I added salt and also went in with lukewarm water and I just stirred that all together. I put in a little bit of sugar. I left it for a few minutes just for it to rise. After a few minutes, I checked back on it and I saw my yeast has proved a little bit, so that's a good sign for me to keep going. So next thing I did, I put in 3 cups of flour and I just mixed that up together. After a while, I transferred it to my work surface and I continued kneading it till it was a bit stretchy. Next, I put in my butter and I just kept on kneading that, and I noticed it was actually very messy. I was being skeptical at first because I was like, is this thing going to work? But I just kept on going. If you are new here, the purpose of this episode is I teach myself how to bake because I have no idea on how pastry works. So you can always follow us on my YouTube channel. Just type The Masked Kitchen on YouTube and you can get the full video where we highlight our mistakes and we note out the corrections that we're going to be putting in if I'm going to be repeating this recipe. When you get to YouTube, let me know what app you're coming from, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and please hit that like button and drop your comment too. So after mixing the butter properly with my flour dough, this is the result it gave me and it came out so perfect. So I just put that back into my bowl and I added a little bit of groundnut oil around it. This is just for it to easily leave the bowl once it has proofed completely. So I left it for about 30 minutes. So after a while, I came back to it and this is what we have. Our dough has properly proofed. Next, I'll be cutting it batch by batch. So some batch I actually did plain just because I want to see the result of how it's going to look like, and the other batch I added in sardine. So I fold the sardine, I put the sardine in it and I just close it up tightly, making sure there's no loopholes or any space for the sardine or the oil to seep out. So I put it into my air fryer and I just let it sit for about 30 more minutes so it can proof properly. So after 30 minutes, I checked on it and this is what we have. Next, I'm going to be putting my air fryer to 150 degrees for 25 minutes. So this is the amount of heat I used in baking this bread. So after 25 minutes, I checked on it and this is what we have. I don't know if the heat was too high. I feel like it's a little bit burnt, but the result overall was still amazing. So for a first trial, what would you be rating me? What would you be scoring me? Did I do well or not? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on our next baking series, Baking Until We Make It. Bye guys!